Hey up people, welcome back to The Division. We are currently in the midst of updating the shop. Imagine that. Yeah, have a shop on here. It sells toys. Like most useless shop ever, am I right? But on this server where everybody basically has everything because Wayne Miner is overpowered, that's kind of, the vanity items are kind of the only thing you could possibly want, which really frustrates me, because so far we haven't sold a single thing. I sure hope that that's about to change, as today we are gonna, first of all, out some advertisement, because I decided to move my Fredbear animatronic to this place, just so people like are kind of more attracted to the whole shop. So Fredbear, do the thing, attract people who will want to buy stuff, you know, the clients people. And yeah, the second thing that I want to do today is to update the assortment, because as of right now it's just 4 figurines, and even those are kind of ugly. Like, okay, I love them, guys, I love you, don't little zombie thing, I love you, seriously. But and yeah, the slime creeper is pretty, the shuriken, they're nice, but they're kind of ugly, kind of. And it's kind of, the idea is that the entire collection is kind of too easy to come by, because it's all in one room. So what I decided to do is I decided to expand, and I decided to actually chisel and beat myself even more little plushes. So today, yes, it's once again chisel and beats episode. One day they will have me submitted to some kind of psychological institution or something like that. Alright, welcome back to the workshop of mine, and welcome back to the Mystery Shack, which is the building that we're currently in. Okay, there's been much... What are you doing here holding that snowball? Go away. There's been much stuff happening around here. First of all, we have the snowman, Dusty the Coalman, whatever it is, and I've been wanting to get rid of Love D. Okay, that's from D Nether apparently. You can kind of tell already, like straight away, by the fact that it was not chiseled and beats to death. Just because of that, you can tell that that's someone who only recently joined the server. And yes, D Nether Games and Jelamat both joined the server, which I find amazing. Also, we have another newcomer leaving his mark and leaving the camera drone. Sneak to ignore, yada yada. This thing is amazing. It really is, and this is something that Mr. Mojo Beast did after joining the server. He uses it for creating the time lapses. Frankly, I just prefer to use replay mode. It's kind of easier than using an in-game camera drone made out of chisel and bits. That doesn't really work. But anyway, we're here right now not only to honor all of the patrons, thank you guys, but also to take a look at the new addition to the collection of the hostile mobs of the overworld. First of all, let's see. We already have a skeleton, a zombie, a creeper, a witch, a spider, a cave spider, a slime. No silverfishes though. So let's take a look at them. How about that? See? There are dorps. Okay, so this is a skeleton, you know it. This is a witch. How's it looking? I was really afraid that the witch will end up looking ugly, and she kind of did, ultimately, but I really feel like I pulled it off. It really looks like a proper witch. Then we have the slime creeper, slightly modified to better fit my needs, and the zombie, not modified at all, but the new guys are also here. We have the zombie villager, modified from a zombie, so it's basically a special edition of the zombie mold. Then this is my work in progress stray plushie, and then there's also the husk plushie, which I absolutely love. This actually required me to go get sandstone, and not just sandstone, polished sandstone. And I gotta admit, like, next to a proper zombie, it looks like an actual husk. Like it does not really look like a husk when you just look at it by itself, though, just because the color is too bright and husks are actually way more dark, like dark-skinned. But I felt like this is fitting way more than the original color. Now, out of the more adorbs things, we have the Guardian plushie. Let's take a look at it in all of its glory. There you go. It's so pissed off. I love it. It's absolutely pissed off at me. Like, look at him. Like, then we have the slime plushie, which is just, yeah, the best thing ever, in my personal opinion. Look at that. This is like 4 different items, 4 different materials in one single minifigure. Then we have, and yeah, this is the 4 different types of green, basically, in one minifigure. There's glass in here, there's slime in here, there's everything in here, everything green. Then we have the spiders, who are kind of adorbs, but only kind of. Like, they're still spiders, they're still kind of creepy. And the cave spiders, who I absolutely hate at this point. I had to go out of my way to actually get a texture that kind of resembles them, but not really, because in reality they are way more greenish type of color. So I instead decided to go for a purple one, the one that is used on the cave spider egg. See? That's a greenish blue, so I decided to go for a bluish purple. Don't judge me, I'm apparently slightly color blind, sorry. I'm not coral blind, I'm not blind to coral, it's just, I'm not blind to seaweeds. But yeah, the point being is that those are now ready to be sold. The problem might be that there's not really enough place in the shop at the moment. Yeah, a workaround for that I kind of came up with is actually giving them in the hands of armor stand. Look at that, this way they look way more adorbs, and this way the only problem is that they are kind of hard to place, hard to put in there, and hard to take out of. Okay, I tried the system with the, you know, armor stands holding the items, being the thing. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I mean, even if I remove the thing right like this, even if I make like little pockets, it still doesn't work really. It's just, no. No, 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 no. Okay, this is getting kind of closer, and potentially with this setup I could have several figurines on the same block, which is kind of what we're trying to do here, because like as the shop expands, well, the shop is kind of, we're working with a little to no space here, which we could probably just fix by adding additional like blocks to the area, but I really don't want it. This kind of challenge of a space and space-time continuum, really, I'm up for it. It's just that this is close to what I want, and I could fit several figurines on the same block with it, but the problem here is, of course, the fact that I cannot take them from it just by looking at it. I need to aim at the very bottom of the armor stand, and also the fact that they're barely visible. You cannot really get a good look at it, which is not a good idea for to sell your products. You want people to look at your figurines and go, man, I want this on my shelf at my home. This is just wrong from all points of view. So I suppose it's time for me to try and get it all back together. And yes, I actually tried putting a figurine into a drawer. So let me just show you how that looks. Boop. Well, okay, if I actually position him and break him from this side, he will look like this. And that's alright, I suppose. I mean, if I once again had a 4 drawer, if that's a thing, if that's a word. Okay, we get 4 drawers on half a block is how it works. Then maybe it could look somewhat alright, but once again we're running in that same problem. With this setup, we cannot look at them. We cannot really see them. See, they're teeny tiny. That's not how it works. Okay, just because those kind of remind me of Japanese toy dispensers, I decided to leave them be. Just this one set will be in a single storage drawer, and especially like it's kind of convenient because you can still just boop and look at it, and you can boop it back. So that's a bit alright. I can deal with it. I decided to let those guys just sit there because, well, okay, they are the newer version, and I know that those weren't really seen and weren't really sold just yet. But I really want to give the newer versions and the newer, like, more detailed figurines a chance too right now. After which, I guess we could actually strike several collectioners and get them to get interested in the thing. But yeah, once again, I'm not putting too much faith on it, and I really just like fiddling around with this shop idea. Frankly, this is my favorite project on the server at this moment. And I know that it's stupid, I know that it's silly, but I just cannot help myself. I love this place. And this entire Pirate Cove, Pirate Cave, Pirate Bay thing. Which, yeah, I still have not made the fusion shop. Sorry about that. Didn't come up with a proper idea just yet. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, like, yeah. If you did, do leave a like. If you didn't, well, crap. and yeah. Leave a comment if you have something to say. If you have an idea of how to make those more profitable, maybe we should actually, you know, advertise them in the actual town. Try to come up with some kind of advertisement, billboards, campaigns, all that kind of stuff. That's gonna be it for today. See you next time. Bye bye.